Hi, my name is Ranjani and I write a vegetarian food blog. And today I'm going to show you how to make Dal Tadka. Dal is the generic Indian term for all lentils, and they're used predominantly in a lot of Indian vegetarian cooking because it's pretty much their main source of protein for Indian vegetarians. And there's a number of different kinds of dals that have originated in India. And today I'm actually going to make a very popular dal called Masoor dal, which is red lentils, and this is what they kind of look like. And I'm going to cook them with double the amount of water, season it with a little bit of turmeric, and then flavor it with a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to make a tadka, which is almost a curry or a tempering, which with a lot of onions and tomatoes. Just to give it a little bit more flavor, I'm going to add that to the dal. And you can eat this dal as a soup, or you can eat it as a curry with rice or any Indian flatbread that you like. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got a pan that's starting to heat up on medium high. I'm going to add 1 cup of red lentils to this, and I'm adding 2 cups of water to this. And I'm also going to go ahead and season it with a little bit of turmeric. Just about half a teaspoon or so is all you're going to need. And then I'm going to use this time to go ahead and put a little bit of salt in there too. And what you want to do is to cook this until it starts to boil, and then once it actually starts to boil, you want to turn down the heat and simmer it until the lentils have absorbed all of the water. And once that happens, the base of your dal is going to be ready. Okay, so my dal has pretty much finished cooking. As you can see, the lentils have absorbed all of the water. So now that the dal is done, I'm going to start by making the tadka, or the tempering that I was talking to you about earlier. So I've got a pan here. It's going on about medium-high heat, and I'm going to add to the pan some clarified butter. Now this is ghee, and this actually goes very well with a lot of dals. I don't use it a lot in regular cooking, but I do use it when I'm making dal. You need about 2-3 teaspoons of it. And once it starts to get a little bit heated up, I'm going to go ahead and put in some cumin seeds and let it start to sizzle and just cook a little bit. Okay, so now that my cumin seeds have started to sizzle, I'm just adding 1 green chili, the skinny green chili that I've gone ahead and slit down the middle, just because I like a little bit of heat in my dal. And I'm also going to add 1 onion that's been finely chopped to this. Now there are a lot of different ways you can make a tadka. It can be as simple as just adding a little bit of ghee and adding some cumin seeds and some red chili powder, or you can make a lot of elaborate tadkas. And I think a lot of times it also depends on the kind of dal that you're cooking and the regional speciality of the dal that you're actually making. So you want to go ahead and cook these onions until they start to turn golden brown. It's going to take about 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so my onions have turned golden brown, and at this point I'm going to go ahead and add 1 chopped tomato to this. And I want to make sure and cook it until it starts to turn really pulpy. I'm also going to go ahead and add a little bit of Indian spices, a little bit of flavoring to this. Adding a little bit more of turmeric, about a teaspoon or so. Half a teaspoon of red chili powder. You can adjust that to taste because I have added a green chili in there too. 1, 2, 3 teaspoons of coriander powder. I'm going to add some cumin. 2 teaspoons of cumin. And I'm going to add a little bit more salt to it. And I want to go ahead and cook this up until the tomatoes get really pulpy and you can actually see the oil starting to separate from this. It should take about 3-4 more minutes and then we'll be done. Okay, so I've pretty much finished cooking my onion and tomato tadka. The tomatoes, as you can see, have turned really pulpy and have disintegrated. So at this point I'm going to turn them off the heat and I'm going to go ahead and add this entire mixture into the dal. Just like so. And you want to make sure and cook it really well. Cook it inside it. I'm also going to add a little bit more water to this because I want for it to be a little bit more runny, because I do like to have it to almost a soupy consistency. And I'm just going to cook it for a few more minutes. Garnish it with some nice chopped cilantro. Gives that nice herbalicious zing to my dal, which I love. And that's pretty much it. Okay, my dal's pretty much finished cooking. I'm going to go ahead and ladle it up into my bowl. I'm going to serve this with some rice, but you could also eat this with Indian bread such as roti or paratha. It is a great accompaniment to it. And this is just such an everyday Indian meal. You know, you're not going to miss the meat in this. It does pack a mean protein punch, and it was so simple to make. I hope you're inspired to make very many more easy and quick Indian dishes just like this one. For more great recipes just like this, be sure to visit my blog, I wake up and smell the masala.blogspot.com.